Hello, folks. Lindsey Huddleston back at it again over at the Eastern Fieldhouse, the Don Johnson Fieldhouse, that is, for the last week of the Eastern High School Summer League basketball. Got folks coming from all over the greater Lansing area as far as Jackson. We got Jackson, Lumen, Christi in the building. Head coach Tyler Aldridge couldn't be here today, but he gave the keys to the ride to his able JV coach, Coach Jason O'Neal. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Doing okay. I bet you wish you had a young man like Jack Kelley who wasn't suffering with potential ligament issue or something like that, right?
Absolutely. He's the type of athlete that is real hard to replace. They're once in a blue moon type of kid.
That's great. That's great. So I know the head coach isn't here, but with all due respect to him, tell me about the program, what's happening at Lumen Christi, and what people can kind of expect this season and beyond.
Well, last year we made a pretty good run, pretty deep run as far as a district championship. We hadn't been there in a few years.
Oh, wow.
So it's just a matter of getting it started at the middle school level again, kind of rebuilding the program there. Mm-hmm. And we got a lot of good talent moving up. As far as the varsity goes this year, we have a lot of returning seniors.
Oh, that's
we have 7 or 8 guys that were juniors last year. So we do have some potential leadership there. And Jack is one of those guys. He'll be a 4-year player on the varsity.
That's awesome
this year.
Jack Kelley in the building. Now, they didn't call you over here for sympathy, right? To get sympathy for your crutches, right? They call you over here because you're the guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I always say when I go to a coach and I say, hey, can you bring a player? I don't necessarily say this or that player, but I'm always impressed with whoever shows up because obviously the coach thinks enough about that per person. So why do you think you were selected, other than your crutches, to come on over here and talk to us?
I just feel like this year I'm put in a role that I got to help lead my team. I've been on varsity for 4 years. It's my job to lead the team, get us to where we need to go.
Sure. We got Coach O'Neal here dealing with junior varsity, and I was a junior varsity coach. I used to have hair before I started coaching junior varsity, right?
I know
I know that's tough. So when I asked Jack this question, how important is it, Jack, to be able to be the leader on the court, especially with this generation of athletes? You know, Coach O'Neal, Coach Aldridge may have an expectation, but how important is it and how difficult can it be sometimes to deal with your peers?
It can be very, very difficult. Like, just at times people take too fast shots going down, taking bad shots. You need to slow it down, get the ball moving around. When we're selfish, that's probably when we're worse. So we need to get the ball around.
When you're selfish, that's when you're worse. Can you agree with that, Coach?
I would agree with that 100%. Statistics will show you that 80% of the time, an offense touches the ball 3 or 4 times on the offensive end before a shot. The opportunity and the percentages will go way up in terms of made field goals. In terms of his leadership, again, it's a process right now that we're going through where there's such a high expectation for football. We're going, potential. Yeah. We're working on a 4-peat this year, and
a 4-peat. Where do 4-peats happen at? My goodness.
They don't happen very often.
Oh, wow! So that's the focus, obviously.
And the focus has always been primarily football there. So changing that culture to get them as excited and as focused about basketball in the off season as they would be football. That's the real challenge.
Sure. When you talk about a school like Jackson Lumen Christi, I'm originally from Detroit. I've been in Lansing for about 20 years, but when I think of that school, I know it's a great program, well supported. How important is the parental involvement? I'm saying that to you, Jack, as a player, and to you as a coach, Coach O'Neal. How important is that?
I think it's extremely important. I know, I'm a 3rd-year coach here at Lumen Christi, and I will tell you, I wish I would have come over here a long time ago. Just great parent support, teacher support. Just all the way around. It's just it's a very small school, but there's a lot of community involvement, parental involvement. It's good to be a part of.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
Jack, how do you feel? Do you always know you're going to be supported when you're out there on the field or on the court based on the parental support you guys have been getting?
Yeah, I do. And it's not like a huge school, so almost everyone knows each other. Every parents are there for you. Come together as a community.
And that helps out a lot. I'm sitting here with Coach Jason O'Neal, sitting in for Coach Aldridge. Couldn't be here today, Coach. We wanted to get you, but you couldn't make today. We got our senior Jack Kelley. Before we wrap up, anything you want to share to the greater Lansing, the Lumen Christi community, your teammates, things like that? What do you think, Coach?
Just looking forward to the upcoming season this winter. Expectations are going to be much higher than they were last year. we experienced some success, and just look forward to building on that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Great, Jack.
Just be ready. We're coming.
He said be ready. As soon as he get that boot off, he's coming. I want to appreciate you guys for stopping by.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck this season. At 4P, let's root for that too, okay? Lindsey Huddleston, SPS, signing off, guys. Thanks.